What is up, everyone? It's Gage here, and today I want to give you a quick message. I'm about to do a little workout, but I wanted to give this message because I believe it's truly important. Now, I've talked about not over complicating things, 5 minutes reading, or like if you're working out, do 5 minutes. That is true. But it's also true if you have strong goals and you're like, man, I really want to transform my body. Like, I want to up my standards. I want to be this. You got to push your limitations. And both sides are, I like to go in the middle, push myself, but not overextend myself. Because you got to have balance, moderation, in everything. I've learned that the hard way. But I had to push for limitations, guys. It wasn't long ago, a couple of years ago, I lost 40 pounds in 6 months. And you know what it took for me to get there? Pushing beyond my limited beliefs. What I thought was my limitations, and I didn't think I was capable of. I did P90X, and keep in mind, guys, I was 280 pounds, barely worked out. I maybe worked out 10% of my life at that point, and I was like, oh, I can't do this. But my brother's like, Gage, you can do it. You can do this. And I'm not going to let you leave this room until you do at least this workout. And even the warm up kicked my ass. And I'm like, dude, is this the workout? He's like, no, you got another half hour. It's like 45 minutes. Or not a half hour, but 45 minutes. I was like, fuck, no more. But I did it, guys. It kicked my ass for a straight, for like a month, like for a couple weeks to a month. I was on the ground every time, sweating profusely and tired as shit. But it helps, and I got through it. And I didn't believe I could. Honestly, like there was a time I did not believe I was capable of working out, unless it was throwing a football or playing football, um, and that gave me so much strength and confidence I couldn't even tell you. And that's when my belief started to come in. A new belief, like, wow, I can actually do this. I did P90X, one of the hardest workouts to do. I can do it. I can really do this. So it's pushing beyond what you think you're capable of. Take care of yourself. Don't overextend yourself, but push yourself. Do not compare yourself to the average person. That's what I've been doing. And a friend told me, the standards you have, Gage, your average person is not going to have. This. So you can't keep comparing yourself to the average person because your average person usually isn't happy or doesn't have a job they like, and their standards aren't very high. So if you have high standards and you want to push yourself and improve every day and transform your life, you can't compare yourself to that person, to your average person. I'm not saying there's nothing bad with that, but if you're ones that have high standards and really want to transform your life, you got to compare yourself to people that have a higher level of living and have high standards. For me, it was Tony Robbins. He was a great mentor for me and a great teacher. He's one of the reasons I've grown as much as I did from where I am today. He's a person that did not come from money. He had to work for everything he had, and now he's one of the biggest influencers in the world and helps millions of people every day. He's a life coach. And he had this interview with Michael Jordan. He's like, yeah, I got a God-given talent, but it's really I have higher standards of myself. And I push myself beyond anyone's expectations, beyond the human expectation. Because he knew that if he wanted to be the greatest of all time, he had to push himself to limits that normal people wouldn't. Maybe think that's fucking nuts. Even Tiger Woods changed his hand when he was hitting golf, which was nuts back then, but he did it. I was listening. I got this from this video. I was listening to Tony Robbins. He speak. I was like, what the hell? It blew my mind. Honestly, it really blew my mind. I'm like, you got to put yourself beyond what the normal standard is, because if you're going by that standard, you will always be at that standard and live nothing bad against it, don't get me wrong, but live an average life. But if you have a higher standard and you really want to make a difference, you got to push yourself beyond those standards and find your own standard, and it's find your own path. You can't follow anyone else's. You got to truly find your own path, and your heart will guide you. For me, And now this is getting more into beliefs. For me, I'm not afraid of where I'm going next, or if things seem uncertain. I don't get too afraid because I trust Source or God. If you for some of you that call the being that and I just and I think belief is important to a standpoint. You know, everyone has different beliefs, different religions, things like that, but it really is important to believe in something. You know, and I believe the heart is a compass of life. So, you guys can do this. It's a bit of a longer message, but I just really want to get this out to you guys and kind of explain my thoughts on this and what's helped me that maybe can help you. Now I'm gonna get to more workout and some of my other routines, but I'm truly grateful for you guys and all the support you continue to give me. Send much love to you guys. Peace.